Hey everyone, it's me, Stephanie Nietzsche, and every day I think of ways to share how we can market and advertise our books because we ourselves may not think about it. And I myself, sometimes the things that I do not even realize the power that they have. So the thing I'm going to talk about today is someplace I visited yesterday, and that's the Free Little Library. Now, I want you to hear me out first. So I went to the Free Little Library and I went to see if my books were in there. So 2 out of my 3 books were in the Free Little Library, and I left a couple more. But when I walked away, I said to myself, well, one of those books are being read. Now, I've checked that Free Little Library in the past, and I know sometimes all of the books had been checked out of the Free Little Library. So I know people are reading these books. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a Free Little Library in your neighborhood, this is how you can, open up a whole new world of brand new readers, because chances are a lot of your acquaintances, people that you see maybe when you go to the doctor's office or when you go to the supermarket, somehow these people, the bank, somehow these people know your name, but they do not know that you write books. So this is why a Free Little Library can come in handy. It's just one of other ways how to get your books read and how to get others to know that you're an author. But you need these 1, 2, 3, 4, like we need these things. We need to know about them and we need to share them. Like I didn't know this in the beginning. I'm on my 3rd book. I don't think I discovered Free Little Libraries until book number 3. I mean, I could be wrong, but I definitely did not know about them with book number 1. Okay, so anyway, moving on to Free Little Libraries. If you have a Free Little Library in your neighborhood, this is how getting your book in there can help you get new readers. Because say you have children that go to school, or like I use the bank as an example, or the doctor's office. Now, readers know about Free Little Libraries. And the readers that utilize Free Little Libraries, if your book is in there and they don't know that you're an author, even if you use a pen name, they turn that book around to read the blurb. Bam! Your picture's there. And they're going to say, oh my gosh, I know this person. I had no idea they were an author. Now, whether you use your real name or a pen name, either way, it makes it even more fascinating when someone discovers that you are a writer. Okay, so now that book has even more meaning to them. So now let's say they take the book home and they leave it on the coffee table or they leave it on their counter, and someone comes over and all of a sudden they see the book there and they lift it up and then they go, oh my gosh, I know this person. I reckon I know this name. And then they turn it over to compare to see the picture and they go, oh, that's the, oh my God, I can't believe it. So, and even again, if it's a pen name, if they pick up that book, I mean, how many percentage of people that pick up a book turn it over to read the blurb? Would you say 100%? Because even if they don't read the blurb, but somebody picks up a book, for some reason, I think it's instinct. We always turn it over. This is why it's so important for you to have an author photo. And then your author photos, then bam, they are going to recognize you from your author photo. Now, either they are going to ask the person to borrow the book when the person's done with it. So while it's not a sale, it's a review, it's still word of mouth. Now that person brings the book home, they leave it on their coffee table or on their counter, and their family comes over or their friends come over and say, hey, this book looks interesting. It's just a way to get your book around. And then if people happen to know you but don't know that you write books, that's a great way to let people know that you are an author. And then that might encourage them to buy more books of yours if you have more books published or if you plan to do so in the future. And of course, there's always that wonderful beauty that you may get more reviews, you may get more followers, more engagement on social media. So yes, Free Little Libraries. Now, these are the tips that I like to share. I look at things on social media and the things that I say to myself I'm going to share, I don't recall seeing them before. So either they're scarce or they're none. You know what I mean? Because we all kind of like talk about the same things all the time, the same thing. So this is a little different, and I really feel we should be utilizing these Free Little Libraries because you never know whose hands your book is going to fall into. So that's another thing. I mean, it could get into a publisher, it could get into a book club, it could just get you a ton of new readers. So yeah, if you know where there's a free little library in your area, and even if it's not in your area, it's another area, it's an area that you have to travel to visit a friend, visit a family member, just put your book there. Put your book there. You don't realize what you could be missing. And why not? What do you have to lose? A copy of your book? I mean, if it's in your house, chances are no one's reading it anyway. So put your book in the free little library. All right. I would love to know in the comments if you do this already, if you don't, if you're going to try it, if you've seen a free little library, if you've never even seen a free little library. I would love to know. And people have free little libraries in front of their house, and you can even add a free little library in front of your house and put your book or books in the free little library. All you got to do is look it up in the search bar. All right, everybody, get those books in the free little library, and I'll see you next week.